Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and non binaries, and everything else. This is Oatmeal and Chaos, starring Riley, our GM, Astrid, and me. I'm also here. Alex.
I feel like you forget your name every time you do that.
Yeah.
I also feel like we need like a spinning animation whenever you do the intro.
Oh my god, you should edit that in.
Let's see. Last time on Oatmeal and Chaos, you guys finally made it to the city of Tussin after departing from the caravan. You went to the Crossroads Bazaar, massive outdoor market in the middle of town. Laura got a new bag. Basil almost got a fishing pole, and didn't. Laura almost got a knife, and then tried walking away, and the guy was a jerk about it, and so ended up not
He
getting
really
a knife.
was.
Then went to the Crimson Crow magic shop, browsed around a bit. You ended up coming away with a handful of unlabeled magic potions. Basil, I believe you also got some difficult to break fishing line. And the shop owner investigated a few items for you, including unlocking a couple of an ability on Fear of 1,000 Faces that you had gotten a little while ago at this point. You then offered to help the store owner investigate a problem with masks of memory, which some students at a local university had been using to cheat, but they ended up causing more problems than they hoped. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so. That was pretty good coverage of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So, you come to as, I guess you would still be in the magic shop. I think that's where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys like to do?
I want to try going back and getting that knife.
Oh, alright.
You want to try going back and getting that knife?
Yeah, I'm gonna change my appearance, and then just go and casually try to get that knife.
Do you need some cash before you go do that? How much do you have on you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, buying it. I figured you'd want me to buy it.
Yeah. I can just pay you back, or do you need extra cash, is what I'm saying.
I have the cash, so.
Okay, I'll pay you back whatever you want.
What's the most you're willing to spend on it?
What do you think is a good amount? What do you think is a fair deal? I only have 34 left right now.
So 34? Or 33?
I'd like to have a little bit left.
Didn't he originally say 30?
I think he did originally say 30. But maybe we can talk him down to like 25.
That would be 27. Better than 40.
Yeah. If he still has it. Which I think he will.
Alright. Let's go do that.
Well, wait. He was kind of mean. Maybe we should talk him down even more.
Well, last time we tried to talk him down, he just didn't.
That's fair.
I'll start low, but I won't be belligerent.
Okay.
So hopefully he's amiable. Okay. So we wander back into the bazaar.
I'm gonna need to keep a distance. He'll recognize me.
Now,
Already-
are you going to be completely out of sight, or are you going to try to watch?
Do you want me to try to watch, or would it be better if I'm just completely out of sight?
Oh, it does whatever you think.
I think I'll stay completely out of sight, but like, you let me know if you need me to come in. We'll have to have like a call sign.
Okay.
I don't know how, but
I'll maybe I have to shout something enthusiastically.
as long as I stay within shouting distance.
Like I go like, wow, what a deal!
It isn't
What if it's
a quiet place you're going to. This
yeah?
is a very busy market.
Do you have any magic items?
Yeah, that's why I'd have to
Or
shout.
do we have any spells?
Mm-mm. I have
You
minor
have
illusion.
that,
but
You have that bracelet?
Oh, we could send the
What's it do?
bracelet. Yeah,
oh, sure. It just goes where I tell it to.
I think. So. Let me read it again. But
Within 30 feet.
Okay, so if you hide within 30 feet.
yeah, if I say 30 feet away, you can use the bracelet, and then if you need to signal me, you hit me up with that bracelet.
Sounds groovy.
Here, I command it to go to. I'm assuming I'm wearing it. I command it to go to your wrist.
It
Cool.
unwraps from your wrist, kind of slithers down, like metallic snake thing. Slithers across and then up, Basil. Wraps around your wrist.
There you go. You can just send
Nice.
this back to me, and then you'll be able to let me know if you need me to come over.
And looks like I'll be doing this like a Sidrian.
Siderian. Celestial is someone from someone who has celestial.
Sounds important.
There's also a fiendish variant, which is what Riley is.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of the opposite.
But
of
I don't-
Riley.
I don't look anything like Riley though, right?
No, you look like a young adult male, brown eyes, no hair, kind of dark silver, sparkling skin. Hence
Word.
the thing, the description.
Makes sense. Okay. Let's put this plan into action. I round the corner, already in my getup, and I start walking towards the stall.
You just like beeline it straight for the stall.
No, I probably put on the air of like just browsing around, looking at different stuff. And then eventually kind of landing on looking over the stall.
You eventually-
So before I do that, does Stellara have any jewelry that has like moon iconography on it? Or anything? I'm just wondering if I'm like wearing a thing so he might like see it and be like, actually, I have a piece that you might like. Kind of prompt him in case he's hiding it behind the counter.
Smart,
Maybe.
smart. I mean, Solara
I
has a
think he'd be
whole
hiding-
cloak that's of.
Yeah, you could use my cloak for sure.
Do you think he saw you wearing that cloak already?
Yeah, but
Definitely.
it's a magical cloak that can change its how it looks.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well then,
Oh,
I will have.
because the way Solara normally wears is
Yeah,
it's
my
like
default
looks
is
like the night sky.
But I'm pretty sure the item can. That's the way I normally have it. I thought it could change though.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, so
But if
you
you
just
were
change it to something else.
if you're trying to get that like motif across, that would be like the thing to do.
It would
And
be.
it
It would
wouldn't
just be the
spark
exact same. So
suspicion?
like maybe change the color or something.
Or like put some like moons on it or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Okay, I do that, and then slowly walk around, meandering my way around to the different stalls, looking at them, kind of curious. At one point, I'll definitely look at a stall across from him first, so my back is to him, so he can see the cape, cloak, and then, looking rather sort of neutral, turn around and walk up to his stall.
All right. You do so. You approach his stall. You do see in kind of the same spot it was before. You do see the knife. Same kind of starry knife.
Mm-hmm.
And the same bird folk that was manning the stall earlier. You see him.
Okay. I'm gonna look around the stall with a look of like I'm definitely like considering things, but very much so acting like I haven't noticed that knife yet.
Give me
Like it just hasn't come across.
a performance check.
Oh no. Okay, could work. That's my performance. So that'll be a 15.
15, not bad. Hi there, friend. Is there anything that strikes your interest?
Oh, hello. Well, I'm looking to add another knife to my repertoire and just haven't been able to find one that's the right fit yet.
Oh, I certainly know the feeling. You a collector then? Fine.
Absolutely.
Instruments.
Of course. I love a unique and rare item.
Well, we have plenty of those here. You've certainly come to the right place. What sort of
Which one?
sort of blades do you have on you at the moment? Might be looking to find a similar one for you.
Okay, pause. Question.
Yep.
Oh no, that definitely wouldn't work. I was gonna do a minor illusion of one that kind of looks like the one that's there, but then you'd be like, "Can I hold it?" And I'd be like, "No." I have a couple daggers, canonically.
You have a couple of regular, like, throwing knives, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I would love to show you my knives. Unfortunately, I've already dropped them off to be sharpened and tended to. And while I'm waiting for those to finish, that's when I decided to walk around and see if I could find one more to add to my collection.
Well, that's certainly fair. Trying to make the best use of your time.
I appreciate that a lot. Well, I mean, I used to look like a kind of gentleman with a discerning eye. If you look at me and I kind of do just like a little spin, it's like, what do you think would fit with my sort of fit me, if you will.
Oh, well, we certainly have a number of items that would, that I think would fit you. What's your budget looking like today?
Well, my wife says I shouldn't spend too much. She wants to be able to buy lots of fun things for herself. So she wants me to keep it, under 20, but I think I could probably get away with closer to 25.
Okay, I think we can work within that realm. And he kind of turns behind him and pulls out like a pair of very thin, almost like not cutlass. I forget what they're called, but short swords, basically. One of which is the blade is entirely black. The other of which is like a mere whitish, kind of almost seems to be glowing or reflecting all the light around it. Sort of a blade with intricate like cross guard or intricate guards on it. Now these beauties, I think these would fit you nicely, especially if you are in the mood for wielding multiple items at the same time. These were crafted by some of the finest craftsmen in Faradrax. We like to call them day and night here. Hopefully, for obvious reasons. But would these strike your interest?
And may I?
Yes? Don't go running away with them.
No, of course not. Good, sir. And I kind of give him a little, flick and just like a throw them into some poses, see how they feel. And go, These are well-made blades to be sure. I'd like to see what else you have as well. These definitely have potential.
Are there any sort of styles of blade that you're looking for in particular?
Well, I just recently got a blade that was sort of celebrating the sun god.
You're a follower of Lathander, are you?
Well, I'm a follower of many gods and the antiquities and items made to worship them. But it feels a little lonely all by itself. Would you have something that would pair well with that?
Yeah, I can. And he does go over to the dagger. Picks it out. Now, if you were interested in more kind of religious rites and the sort, now this beauty here, and he shows you the same kind of starry pattern dagger. This one we just got in recently. It was used by star seers, as they were called back in the day. Not quite what we worship in modern times, but they were quite accurate in some of their divinations. Many believe that they had a helping hand from some deity. Kind of puts it on the counter in front of you.
I pick it up and I go, this could do it. And what are you looking to get for something like this, good sir?
I mean, something like that, it might be a little out of your price range. But we've had a couple of interested customers recently, actually. I think I could part with it for probably 35 gold.
Your budget, though.
Do you think there's any possibility you could let go of it for 30? I'm just afraid my wife may kill me if I spend too much over what she said I was allowed to. You know how partners can be.
Yes, I've heard many a tale from customers spending a little too much. Give me a persuasion check.
Please. I'm getting my persuasion at first. Okay. That would be 23.
23.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Could ask for lower.
He kind of smiles at you. You know, I think for a gentleman such as yourself, I think I can cut you a deal. 30 gold it is. And he kind of takes it back and cheats it.
All right, you have a deal, good sir.
I can't believe he made us jump through all these hoops just for us to get it at the original price.
If we had just been polite to him to start, we could have added like 25.
We were that rude to him.
I hand him the 30 gold.
We wanted to look at other things.
Hand him the 30 gold. He takes a dagger, wraps it up in some like paper, and hands it to you. Pleasure doing business with you. Be sure to come back if the need strikes you again.
Absolutely, I'll definitely consider it. Have yourself a wonderful day.
You as well.
And I'll walk away. Even I'm so tempted to switch back into Basil at this point, but I won't, just to be cautious.
What you should do instead is come back tomorrow and be like, hey, look what I got for 10 gold at a different stand.
Be like, yeah, I found her at this junk shop the other day. I'm gonna go right over to Stellara and hand off the dagger and go 25 gold.
You talked him down to 25?
Yes, I did.
I'm not saying you have to, but if you would like to make an insight check, you're welcome to.
I'll make an insight check, but I hope I fail it.
Be Basil against your deception.
Okay.
Or should it be my passive insight? Because I'm not expecting him to lie.
That'll be a 19 for me.
You don't have to make the check if you don't want to.
I have a +7 in insight. I feel like I'd succeed it, and I don't want to succeed it. So like,
I mean, he has what, a
+5? Too excited, and
I want Stellara to be happy here.
Okay.
I think that you'd be so excited that it didn't even cross your mind.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I said it was only 10 gold. You'd be like, how the fuck did you get it for 10 gold?
Yeah,
but the guy tried to sell it to us for 30.
Yeah.
That's fair. You have your fancy dancy knife.
Oh yeah.
Dagger.
I give you the 25 gold.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
I feel
being
like
a good bot.
I feel like I didn't subtract the gold I spent on the potions in the stream yet.
Oh
Ew.
no. I definitely did. And that's why I'm only at 9 now.
It was 2.5 gold a potion. However many potions you have.
Oh, I spent 10 gold. I remember. Between the fishing line and the potions. I was like, could I get 3 potions and 3 yards of fishing line?
And the fishing
Or
line
3
was
reels of it. It was like 5 feet thing.
it's 2 gold for 5 feet.
Did you use the gems at all? Or do you still have those?
I just translated them into money.
I have it separate.
All good then? Alex?
Hi. Sorry. I just
Oh,
got...
your camera's frozen. Your internet going down?
No,
no.
I think he's doing something on his phone.
Yeah. My aunt texted me asking me if I saw her voicemail, which said that she couldn't figure out how to lock the front door. But luckily, I just have an app, so I just locked it. So we're good.
Got a fancy lock.
I mean, my fantasy aunt couldn't cast lock door on the fantasy door, and I cast dispel. So now it's all good.
You cast Dispel to lock the door?
A spell.
Damn, what spell
to
is
lock
that?
A
the door.
spell.
It's Accio door. I think that's the right one. Ooh.
So you have successfully.
What does Solara do with the blade?
I was gonna remember I was gonna wear it, so I was gonna put it like out on me. Remember, because the whole idea of getting it was so.
Is it like, could Solara like look at it like closer and see if like, I don't know, we're sensing anything from it, like if it's special?
I feel like if it was magical, he would have sold it as that.
Or maybe he doesn't know.
You're welcome to check if you would like.
I will try to check.
Make an Arcana check.
Good.
$24 on a nat 20.
Oh shit!
It isn't magical.
Bam.
However,
But-
it is set up in a way to like kind of in the same way that kind of divination materials are. So like your bones, your tarot cards, how you can use those to kind of sort of divine the future. It's made to be able to do that. So you could use this knife in place of those if you needed to.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good for 30
25 gold.
25 gold. Plus, it's a badass looking knife.
True.
Yeah. I will also say, great job putting on the cloak.
Oh, really?
That was a very smart decision.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It helped me get what I wanted.
Yep.
Would he not have given it if that
I mean, I
wasn't-
can't. I just want to say that was a great decision to make. I'm not going to tell you what would have happened.
Fair enough.
Interesting. I give the cloak back. Does your cloak have any other properties? Like, does it like hide something or?
It just looks cool.
Oh,
It's a cloak
well,
of
that's a
many
good property.
fashions. It can change what it looks like. And I wrote down that if it is in like a no magic area, then it's just black.
Interesting.
But I have it on default some like stars that are like parallax looking. So it's a pretty neat cloak.
I like it when I come up with semi-intelligent ideas.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Apparently.
It's like if I didn't wear that, he would have just like pulled out a crossbow and shoot me in the fucking face.
Oh my god.
He's like, I can see you there, rat boy.
That'd be crazy. She's right through your
Also,
disguise.
it would be murder.
Fair.
I mean, it would probably be attempted murder.
Yeah, I would hope
I don't
that I
think
don't
Basil
die
would
from a
die
single
from a-
crossbow.
Yeah.
Which, saying that out loud, like, I don't think one crossbow bolt to the face would kill me.
Yeah.
Is why fantasy is so fun.
Yeah. If everyone died from the smallest injury, like in real life, that gets kind of boring. I mean, there are plenty of things that like systems that do make that fun, of course. But when you're in one that is centered around partially at least fighting.
Yeah. Also, I'm not here to play the hyper-realistic game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're playing
That
a fantasy
also includes
role-playing game.
dragons.
So, you have successfully conned the con, gotten that knife.
Hey.
What would you guys like to do now?
I want to know if you would tell us from your perspective if we actually got a deal or if we paid more than that thing's actually worth or we broke even.
I don't know.
Or you prefer not to say? Okay. Keep your secrets.
I will.
Fine.
Can I do an insight check on the DM?
Sure, you can do an insight check on the GM.
$23.
The GM will not tell you if you got a deal or not.
Damn. Worth a shot.
I just really want to know if we got ripped off, mostly.
We could take it to an appraiser.
That's true. Or to like...
We could just bring it to another blade shop and be like, hey, I bought this. Did I get ripped off?
How much would you pay for it? That's fair. Well, we have to go to the blacksmiths anyways.
Yeah. Let's ask them.
Why do you need to go
We're
to the
going
blacksmith?
to the blacksmith. I want to get
That's what-
supplies.
Oh, okay.
What if they have a cooler knife there?
It's just like that one, but like on fire.
That'd be crazy.
He's like, oh yeah, this one, 7 gold. Eternal burning fire sword.
Could have gone there in the first place.
They always get you at these organic boutiques.
Oh, you headed to the blacksmith?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go somewhere else. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just gonna ask. Do we just get to the blacksmiths?
Yeah. Take it to the blacksmith.
What's it called?
Steel and Co.
Steel & Co?
Yep.
STEEL? And Co?
I'm not a I was gonna say geometry. That's not geometry. I'm not a grammar person. I don't know how to spell steel. The metal steel. However you spell that.
That one, yeah. Well, I don't want to make sure we weren't walking into a place where they steal your stuff.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
I feel real stupid about that. Like, thanks for coming into Steel & Co. Give me all your shit. I'm like, wait, no, hold on. Okay, we walk into Steel & Co. What do we see?
You walk into Steel & Co. You see a big furnace at the back, a bunch of like large power hammers going. You see probably like 8 people all working on metal stuff. There's like a counter at the front, and you can like see behind the counter all of this stuff. You're not like in the middle of all of it.
Okay.
You see a human man come up to you in like big apron, big gloves on. Well, howdy there, folks. How can I help you?
Hi, hello. We are, I'm looking to get some supplies, and why am I Russian?
I noticed that. I was like...
Slow down there, friend. You're going a little fast.
Okay, if I'm being honest, it's because in the it's because in the one of my favorite book series, the Name of the Wind, there's like the guy who's in charge of the forge, and his name is Master Kilvin. And in the audiobook, he talks like this: "Welcome to Master Kilvin's." So I was thinking about that, and so my voice just like went straight to that. Okay. Oi, nice to highlight. Bye. Okay. I'm looking to get some supplies. Might I be able to do that here?
Yeah, of course. What all are you looking for?
I'm looking for a few batches of caltrips. Maybe like 40 or 50 ball bearings. A steel rod that is in 3 sections that I can sort of screw the pieces together to make one long pole. A small grappling hook.
He takes off his gloves and starts writing these things down.
And yeah, that should probably do it.
You think you could also appraise this item I got recently? Make sure we didn't get ripped off, and then I show him the blade.
Yeah, he takes a look at the blade. Kind of eyes it up a bit.
Bites it.
Steel.
That's real steel.
That's some fine craftsmanship. Probably sell this here something like this. Now, we don't really do much of this sort of work, so take it with a grain of salt, but probably around 20 gold.
Ooh, that's a
Okay.
lot. It's a bit less. We paid 25 for it, but good to know.
You think
Maybe
under different circumstances, maybe with somebody who deals with more artisanal sorts of stuff, you'd get a little bit more for it?
Oh, quite possibly. I mean, this sort of craftsmanship is very, very delicate work. It takes a special touch to do.
Well, it doesn't sound like you got ripped off too much,
fair.
if at all. I mean, everybody deserves a tiny bit of profit, so... Not me seething that I should have made him take 5 gold less than he did, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that Stellara is happy with it.
Oh, nice. I'm glad I didn't do that insight check.
Well, and what could have happened is if you did the insight check and won, doesn't mean you have to say anything either. So you're just like, know that I'm just like, no, yeah, it's a good thing it was 25 gold. And you're like,
That's fair.
but better to not know at all.
So you're looking for a couple sets of caltrops, a grappling hook, ball bearings, a 3-section pole. Anything else there?
Yeah. Handcuffs?
Handcuffs.
I have to say handcuffs.
Shackle, if you will.
Manacles?
Well, I'm hoping for handcuffs because
manacles.
they're lighter than shackles. Because manacles
Fair.
are like a lot thicker. And I think they still exist technically. I want some tactical zip ties and a
Manacles are
taser,
basically
please.
handcuffs. These things.
They are basically. It's just like thicker.
Yeah.
They are thicker, but I don't think they'd be that heavy. I mean, probably a little.
Well, and we could just put them in the bag of infinite holding things.
Yeah. Then we can't keep using it as a little hiding spot.
Well,
Here,
I
how
figured I
about-
could put some of this
How about something like this?
in the side pockets.
That better?
Yeah, that works. It also looks like it would be cheaper because it's less parts.
Wait, how does that one work? Because, like, there's a lock on
You
one
take the
side,
lock off,
but
you
not
take
on
the
the
lock
other.
off, and you slide the whole bar out. Then you put the
slide
hands in
whole bar
each of
out.
the loops.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you put the bar back in, and then you lock it. It's actually pretty smart.
Fair. It seems a bit annoying to put on someone, though, especially if you're, like...
Oh, probably.
Well, I have a one set of manacles. But off chance we run into a situation where we need to tie up 2 people again, I just like being prepared.
Fair enough.
And since it's just the 2 of us, I feel the need to like over prepare lots of different things for scenarios. Because we end up in such wonky situations.
Better to need it and have it, or
And
I don't
never
know.
use it than need it and not have it.
Yeah, exactly.
No. How many sets of caltrops were you looking at, friend? They would be a gold each for bag of caltrops.
I'd say let's do 4 sets. I do find those quite handy.
Do you have enough gold left over?
Mm-hmm. I didn't really spend much of it yet.
For the manacles, it would be 2 gold. For the ball bearings, give you a bag of about 1,000 of them, or just 1 gold.
That'll do it. Okay, that works.
The grappling hook. Grappling hook and the 3-section pole. Not things that we normally have on stock here. You can make them easy enough, but probably have to come back a little later.
Okay.
Let's say 12 gold for everything.
That sounds very reasonable to me.
Alright, and your name?
Gold.
For the
Basil
pickup.
is the name.
Basil. Alright. We will, when we have a spare hand, we'll get started on the grappling hook and the pole. Come back in probably about an hour and should be ready for you.
Alright. Also, it might be Stellara, my friend here, who picks it up. I don't know. Just in case.
Okay. Basil / Stellara. Gotcha. Is there anything else I can help you folks with?
Could you tell me where the nearest alchemy shop is?
Alchemy shop?
You know, it's potions and not just potions, like powders and substances and all that stuff.
Yeah. And he points you down the street a little bit. Gives you kind of directions through the streets.
I go that way.
Follow it.
All right. You make your way to the alchemy shops. The alchemy shop. It's kind of like a conical roof on this shop. You enter. Ham's alchemical supplies. You smell a rush of all kinds of different smells hits you. Various different chemicals and of the sorts.
Is it belting when I walk in?
No, not in the shop. Looks like there used to be a bell at the door. Not there anymore. This whole place is just very disorganized. You see all sorts of vials and powders and potions all over the place.
I look at Stellara and I go, you know it's good when it looks like this.
There's a tree also growing out of the floor in the middle of the place.
Ooh, okay, maybe I can get behind it, yeah.
I look around for the proprietor of this establishment.
You see, kind of at the back, at a counter, you see this small, crazy-haired old man. And by crazy-haired, he's missing like 3/4 of his hair. And the rest is just kind of sticking straight out. And he's like putting things in a vial at the moment.
I unceremoniously go, hello!
Oh, hi! Hello there, customers! Yes, hello, how can I help you, sir?
I'm looking to get some supplies, if possible.
Yes, of course. What sort of stuff would you have need for?
I'm looking for a couple things. I was wondering if you had any powders that would produce like a large flash of light if I maybe like threw it, or like a potion that would do that. I'm looking to blind, like if I'm in trouble, I can throw it and then it makes it so people can't see for a moment. Also, if you have something for maybe getting someone to fall asleep, if I like put some of it in their drink or food. And also, if you have something where if I toss it, it'll just make some noise.
So you're looking for sort of flash powder, sort of bang thing. One put people to sleep, and one for noise. You're just looking to make
like
noise.
It'll make a bang, like a firecracker, essentially.
He grabs a bottle from behind him and slams it, and just throws it at your feet. Bang! Like that.
Exactly like that.
All right, we have a couple of those for you. Yes. He kind of starts waddling around the store, going through some of the shelves and things. He comes back with his arms full of a couple of things. So this one, and he kind of has like a tube sort of thing with like a cap on the end, and he pulls that off, and it bright flash. Will this do what you're? And he's pointing just the wrong direction.
Absolutely.
Will this do what you're looking for?
Absolutely.
Actually, you also probably would have gotten blinded for a second there.
Yeah, I'm just shouting like that's perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Perfect. Those will be 5 gold a pop. The kind of firecracker potions, and he has a couple of like enclosed glass spheres that have some kind of a liquid and like powder mixture in them. Throw these on the ground, they'll make a big pop. Those will be 1 gold each.
Right.
And then what was the other one? Sleep potion.
Sleep.
Yeah, we have a couple of potions of sleeping right here. Put people to sleep.
How long do those last for?
They'll typically last for about an hour. However, some people are more resistant depending on their kind of constitution to something like this.
And what do those cost?
Those will be 7 gold each.
Ooh. I'll take 1 sleep, 1 flash, and 3 ones that make a bang.
Alright.
So it should be 15 gold, I think.
So 1 sleep.
Would you consider selling me those for 12 gold?
You said 1 flash or 2 flashes?
1 flash, 1 sleep, and 3 bangs.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Shopping. That'll be an 11.
Can I help out?
Sure, I'll let you help out.
Wait, will that have me roll or have him have advantage?
Have you roll.
Okay, cool.
Oh. You can say no to this because it doesn't make a ton of sense. But I do believe I stuffed some parts of those like weird monsters that we fought on like the second episode that were like hanging from the ceiling into one of my bags. And if I could like pull him out and be like, "Hey, would you want some monster parts for your work?"
You've just had these for weeks now in your bag.
I'm thinking it was like probably like the teeth or something, like not just like an eyeball.
Okay.
But I distinctly remember being like, "Well, I want to grab some of this creature."
The rock squid things?
Yeah. Or its beak. I don't know. It was like the hard part of its body.
Okay.
I might be like, if you give me the discount, I'll give you some monster parts from these ceiling squids.
I'll let you roll advantage if you would like.
Did you not want me to roll then too?
Oh, you could roll.
I might ruin it though for you then if I do.
No,
Nope.
You can roll.
One of us
Please,
is pretty
go ahead.
convincing.
What'd you
Alright, fine.
I have 19.
Oh, nice.
But also you made it worse by offering this. So
I like offended him.
His eyes kind of go wide when you pull out this random ass beak. Oh, let me see. Yeah, 12 gold. And he kind of starts examining it.
Oh, I should have.
yeah, alright.
Alright, so that brings me down to. Now I'm getting very low on gold.
Uh-oh. How much do you have left?
14.
Oh.
But I got a lot of stuff, so
You did.
I can't think of like
For good prices
more
too.
things that I need. Right? I mean, I got 1,000 ball bearings. You know how much cartoonish tripping I can cause with that? You get all those Scooby-Doo bongo noises.
They're pretty cheap to make, so like it makes sense.
I feel like it, like now for sure, but like back then, like making like semi-perfect spheres.
I mean, I thought 1,000 ball
they're
bearings
not.
wasn't much.
They're not perfect spheres. They're kind of little. They're not nearly as like
precise.
Yeah.
Like an old-fashioned marble.
Yeah, kind of. They're basically just fairly rounded over ball of steel.
As long as if somebody walks on them, they can trip.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
They'll still roll. Just, don't try to use them in precision mechanisms.
They'd fit in a slingshot.
They would fit in a slingshot.
That would fuck someone up.
Alright, so.
We've never really established, do we swear? I guess we do, since I keep swearing.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think any of us are like, I don't know. None of us swear like horrendously.
No.
Just swear here or there,
I'm
like
pretty,
a normal person would.
I'm pretty tame while we're playing, so. Okay.
You're asking if this stream is for kids. It's not for kids.
No, definitely not for kids. I'm wondering if I overpaid for the sleep one, but as long as I have a couple uses out of it, it could be helpful. Whew. And I have lots of cal trips now, so that's cool.
You have, what, 4 sets?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Laura, do you want to go to the, to like a university or museum?
Sure. What do you want to do at the museum?
I want to figure out what this basketball medallion is.
Oh, yeah, we can ask around there. Then we should also probably look into that one thing a bit that we were told about.
Well, I figured, because didn't she say that
It was at the
it was
university.
happening at the university?
Yeah, so
maybe we start
we can do both there. Yeah. Ask around about
Okay.
that and ask around about the other one too. Yeah,
What
go
was
to
our
the
quest
university.
again?
Which quest?
Finding the masks? Or, like, is it, like, who's making them? Or...
Finding all the world trees.
Yeah, finding... That's also one. Finding out information, any information that you can, on where these masks came from, who is creating them, where the students are getting them. You know, the masks put 6 kids in a coma. 6 of the students in a coma. And there are a number of other ones that were, like, partially affected.
I'm gonna, like, quick grab Stellara's shoulder and go, wait a minute, I just had an idea.
Yeah, what's up?
The masks. Where, can you remember where we've seen other masks before recently?
No.
I'll give you a hint. Sex perverts.
The sex cult? You think it's a sex cult?
I'm just saying, it could be.
I doubt it.
They were all wearing masks, and it was like the gathering of
the same looking mask
billion faces.
or no?
I don't remember. I remember those were animals, but it's just something to consider. Like, suspicious masks. Don't run into them all the time.
We can't rule it out entirely, but I doubt it's a sex cult.
Just for anyone who may be watching, it's not a sex cult.
It definitely is.
Definitely is not. It's a carnival.
A bunch of full-grown people
carnies
who are wearing animal masks.
Yeah.
And who weren't
carnies.
Entirely sure if it was sex related. Let it be known that Astrid thinks that carnies can't have sex.
I never said that. It's a carnival, not a sex cult.
Carnival.
A sex carnival?
Huh?
Can't spell carnal without carnival. Step right up to the sex carnival. It's something we'll keep in mind so we don't get surprised later on. Ooh. So we don't get surprised later on. But I think it's important to start at the university because that's where they were last seen.
I agree.
You want to make your way to the university?
Yeah.
Not the museum.
Are they connected? Is the museum part of the university?
I mean, there's like probably an archaeology wing of the university.
Maybe we start.
But no, the museum and the university are not directly connected. They're not like crazy far away from each other. But they're not the same building.
Well, we'll go to the university first, and we'll go to the archaeology section.
Yeah, it's a good middle ground.
Alright, so you start making your way towards the university. You pass through some not quite. So you have like the main roads. There's also like all the other roads that are just like normal roads, but they're very narrow, not quite alleyways. But they are very crowded. Isn't the right word. You've got like the road and then like the house is just right off the road. And then the houses also like overhang the road, and they're very close together. Like you could probably jump from like one to the other. And
Can you
they're
fit
like,
a carriage down this road?
yeah, it would be a bit. You probably couldn't fit 2 carriages. Or at least it would
So
be
it's
very
like
tight.
roads in England.
Yeah, more or less. You end up traveling down some of these. There are people about. It's not nearly as crowded as the main roads. But there are still people about. There are still some shops here and things. You do hear at one point down like an alleyway a child crying. As you... Huh?
I said,
Just gonna ignore the child crying.
Kids cry all the time.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
If it was screaming like, help, help! They're taking me! That'd be different.
Okay.
He might have just lost a Fortnite game now. You know that.
Yes, because Fortnite is definitely a thing, but it's in this fantasy world. Fantasy Fortnite.
I'm sure it is. Fantasy Fortnite.
Yeah, fantasy Fortnite.
We should play some Fantasy Fortnite.
What would that look
See
like?
how it's played. I don't know. You're the DM.
It's where you run around with like swords, but then also hammer and nails and wood, and teams take turns attacking each other, but you have to put up like fortifications. And the game lasts for 2 weeks.
Okay.
That
That's
I
why it's
believe
called
is a
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long haul game.
Interesting. We should play some Fantasy Fortnite at some point.
Mm-hmm. You just have to put aside 2 in-game weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Have we
maybe
even
they'll
gone
be-
through 2 weeks in-game yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been playing for a while.
Uh, 24 days.
It's been
Wow,
24
we're almost at our
days.
first
Wow.
month.
Yeah.
That's
Almost at our 1 month
crazy.
anniversary. Oh.
It feels like so much longer.
I mean, we've been playing for what, like 6 months now.
Something like that.
Wow.
Something long.
I think this is.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure this is the longest D&D game I've ever played.
longest
I
for
think so
me.
too now at this point. Yeah.
Oh damn. Been playing for almost a year.
Oh shit!
October
Damn.
11th
When
was our
was the-
first
when was-
session.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, that's coming up.
Yeah. You'd have to do something
Wait, no,
special.
our first session was session 0 on September 20th, though. Remember we did it on my birthday last year?
I don't have that written down.
We had session 0 on my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
All with
I
my
remember
friends.
that.
We're already
Yeah.
past that, so we need to count
Yeah.
October 11th.
Oh, you have a
Yeah, we
you have a
didn't do
very
session.
particular birthday procedure. Not the right
Apparently.
phrasing. But you know what I mean.
Oh, you mean illicit procedure?
I don't know what you're talking about. Not in stream.
But yeah, our official first session was October 11th, 2023.
Okay. Oh yeah, we should do something for our 1 year mark.
You-
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I guess we... Yeah, because there's probably a bunch of character stuff between session 0 and the first session. That was 3 weeks separate. I know, we were also going
Yeah.
every other week, weren't we?
Hmm,
No.
Potentially, yeah.
Anyways. You guys ignore this crying child. Continue on to the university. You make your way to this university. It's there are a number of kind of largish buildings here that are 4 or 5, 6 stories tall. Mostly made of like red brick. Some of which connected in kind of weird geometries almost. Got one that's like a squared off U shape. You've got some bridges that connect some of the other ones, like walkways and pathways and like almost like park areas in between. This is the Tussin University of... This is just the Tussin University.
Agriculture. It's like, we're totally wrong. It's like, this is the agriculture. Like, damn it.
Be so funny.
We can't win. Is there people walking by?
Yeah, there look to be a number of students walking by.
I go, excuse me, would you be able to direct us to the archaeology department?
Yes, if you, and they point towards one of the buildings and tell you on the 3rd floor of that building where the archaeology offices are.
Can I get an insight?
Thank you very much.
If they're lying.
Sure. Make an insight check.
Just like dirty, rotten liars.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Seem to be straightforward. Telling you the truth. Bowser, would you like to make an insight check too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I believe them.
But Anna, you don't trust like kids in school. They'll probably tell you to go to like some room you'll get locked in or something.
What sort of school experience did you have?
I'm mostly just thinking of the movie Hackers when they send them to the rooftop and get locked up.
Don't you mean fantasy hackers?
Yeah, my bad, fantasy hackers.
Yeah, fantasy hackers. Yep.
It's the lumberjacks that hack the trees. So we start walking towards the archaeology department.
Yeah, you enter the building, make it up a couple of floors. The archaeology department. There are a number of like archaeology labs. There's various different offices. You see a couple of students in one of the labs that are they look to be looking over some sorts of like fossils or old artifacts or something.
I knock on the door frame.
Of the class that's currently in session?
Oh, no.
And you could
it's
find
just the one class?
No, there are a couple of classes that are in session. There's one in a lab that is like doing more in-depth looking at something or other. You could find a professor's office or something. You were trying to do that.
Professor's office would be a good place to go.
Yeah. We look for a professor's office. Hopefully one that looks like it might have some, like, artifacts. Like, obviously it's not going to look the same, but, like, you know, like worn artifacts or... I don't know. Just it looks like maybe they analyze objects to see...
Yeah, you start going through some of the offices, checking in on them. You find one that has a number of like old-looking kind of wall decorations almost. Someone has like a couple of different certificates kind of hanging up as well kind of above their like large mahogany desks. You see little old man, kind of gnomish looking figure, sitting at his desk with like half the
spectacles.
yeah, half the spectacle things. He seems to be going over some papers.
I knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on this door. He kind of jumps up a little. Well, he puts his papers down, jumps up a little off of his seat. Comes to the door and opens it. He is slightly, probably like a foot shorter than you, Basil.
Shorter. I don't say that. Imagine.
Hi, yes, hello, hi, can I help you? You don't look to be students here.
I'll try not to be offended by that. But you are
you're
correct.
You're not in uniform. And all the students have like uniform on.
I thought you were just commenting on how I don't look youthful enough to be a student.
Academia knows no age. Anyone, even of your progressive age, could very well become a student here.
I like the way you think. We're stopping through because we're in need of someone who has knowledge of the archaeological variety, who might be able to lend us a hand. And we're wondering if you might be such a person, or if not, if you might know someone else who could.
Well, yes, you've come to the right place. Hi there. He reaches out his hand. I'm Professor Periwinkle Beesworth. It's a pleasure to meet you folks. Always interested in any sorts of discoveries that people make.
And my name is Basil.
And I'm Stellara.
Basil? Stellara? It is a pleasure. Are you two archaeologists yourself?
Not in so many letters, but we do appreciate the antiquities of this great nation.
Well, yeah, always nice to find a find people in common excitement around this sort of stuff, activity. Come in, and he kind of ushers you into his office. Can I offer either of you a cup of coffee or anything?
Oh, I'm quite all right, thank you, Stellara.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm good unless you have tea.
Tea? Yes, I certainly have tea. What sort of archaeologist wouldn't have tea?
I'll take some tea.
And he goes over to a cabinet that has some kind of like a hot plate and a kettle on it. He starts brewing up some tea. So what is it that brought you fine folks here exactly?
Well, you see, we about a month ago uncovered a bit of appeared to be like a halfling city buried underneath a farm field. Now, we did report that to the local museum so they could take control over it and make sure it's treated properly. And actually, I'm realizing that the thing I'm about to show him isn't from that.
I was wondering where exactly you were going with that.
And so that was a whole thing. But before that, we were doing a quest for the local constabulary, and it brought us to the sewers of the city. And inside of it, we met a very strange little creature that was actually anti-magic, and we found something in its presence, and we've been trying to figure out what it's from, or what it's to, or its meaning for many weeks now, and we've had zero luck.
But that is quite a tale. And do you hand him the medallion?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is it.
He almost has to like grab it by like his full hands with how small he is. Maybe not quite that much, but
He's like, it looks like a basketball.
I swear, if he says that.
This looks like this looks like a team token of the sketball baskets.
Oh, no. Of the Heat of the Miamis.
Wow.
Yes. No, doesn't say any of that. Not a basketball still.
I believe you.
He kind of goes onto his desk, pulls out like a couple of instruments and like magnifying glass, and starts looking over it. And what? Said you found this in a sewer.
Well, we went into the sewer and then through a wall and into a cavern, and it was past the cavern, past some dubious monsters, and then with this strange little fellow. Yeah.
Did
this
fellow didn't know anything about it?
That fellow couldn't talk. He looked like this, and I pull out my little sketch of him.
Oh, that's a very... I don't think I've ever seen a creature like that, or one that matches that description. That's...
Yeah, he put off like an anti-magic field to the point where my prosthetic leg fell off while I was trying to approach him.
Very, very peculiar. This seems to be very, very old. These symbols on it, not ones that I recognize right off the bat. Do you mind me keeping this for a few days and doing some research on it? May be able to uncover something.
Sure. I also have this, which I think may be magic, and I pull out my shield. And I go, okay. And I was wondering if you might know anything about this.
Oh, and this is a old design for one of these shields. And the little fellow had this as well.
This was from around.
No, this was in the halfling sort of underground castle that we found.
Yes, an underground castle. Where? You found an underground castle. Where exactly did you find this?
What was the farm called? It's been so long.
Point to it on a map.
Oh yeah, I could just say I point to it on the map.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's on a farm field, right in this town. On the farm field, they've had this big giant brass bull pulling a brass cart for so long, and what we did was we put the it was like the neck piece. Isn't that what we did?
We
put it on the bull.
the thing that, yeah.
Yeah, we put
if you scroll up in
the
chat
neck
enough, it's
piece
in
on
there.
the bull, and then it started pulling. The bull came to life, or was animated, and pulled the cart, which uncovered an underground chamber, which opened up into a much deeper cavern of ruins of this older halfling civilization.
That is...
Oh, the jelly attachment, unfortunately.
That is quite the discovery you made there. May have to head out there and take a look at this one of these days.
It's pretty
I'm ever in the
cool.
area.
It's very interesting, and there's several graves from halflings from there. I think actually, and I like dig around and I pull out I have some of the rubbings from the graves. I remember, and I'm like, I think they're in. Oh yeah, here. And I was like, this is a rubbing from one of their graves. If you're interested in seeing that.
Yes, definitely. And he kind of takes everything that you hand to him and kind of starts examining all of it. Wow. This is very peculiar. This shield. I would not be one to ask about this. As far as if it seems to be beautifully well preserved and very very old as well. However, I don't. As far as any magical qualities that it may have, that is not something that is generally my expertise. You said you found this in a halfling ruin.
Yes. Yeah, I was on the wall of the sort of the tomb opened up into a sort of grand hall with staircases, and then there was stuff on the walls, and the shield was on one of the walls, and I grabbed that.
Wow. That I think if you were to you may want to take this to I mean, as far as any magical properties, a mage would be able to help you with that. Figure out exactly what this shield was for if you think it was some sort of in a place of some sort of significance. You would potentially have to take it to ones who would know about that. Again, as far as I can tell, it's a shield, an old shield.
Can you tell if it's magical?
I unfortunately am unable to tell such a thing.
Do you think it has any value for anyone?
Oh, if you were looking to get rid of it, we would certainly accept it as a donation of sorts.
I'll definitely consider that. I would love to have a mage take a look at it. Just, if it's a magic shield, it might come in useful, so I continue to take good care of it.
Yes, of course.
I'm trying to remember. I should keep better track of things. I'm trying to remember. I felt like there was more stuff from the gnomes or the halflings, like from the ones I beat up and re-killed, that I took, and I only think that because I specifically remember going, I'll leave the stuff in the tombs that didn't open, but as payment for putting them back to sleep, I'm taking all the stuff from the guys that I had to fight. And not that I'm expecting any of it to have monetary value, but if there's anything else that I might have grabbed that would interest the pumpernickel guy.
Periwinkle, Peacewife.
Periwinkle.
You were close.
Pretty close.
I, however, don't remember that. I'm not sure what you would have gotten.
I feel like it was maybe like a bracelet or. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's just very exciting to finally give over stuff with like a guy who might be able to help us with it. I'm like, oh. Well,
if you did want to leave the shield with me as well, I can do a bit more digging if you would like.
Okay, that would be fine. And we had one more question for you. Unless, Stellar, did you have any other questions for our friend here?
We could ask about the mask. You know anything?
I was just about to get to that, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Great thinking.
Take it away then.
We are helping out a friend who is trying to investigate a matter about some masks that have been causing some problems with the students here. Have you heard anything about that?
Yes, terrible news what happened to those kids.
What can you tell us?
These masks started popping up a few weeks back. They were being used by some of the students in an effort to be able to cram more effectively. I know there are a number of students in the medical ward right now that are not waking up from whatever effects these masks had on them. I know others were affected as well. Of course, once we found out what was happening with these, we did our best to confiscate all of the masks, but fortunately not all of them were confiscated in time.
Are they being kept anywhere?
I do not know that information offhand. I believe there were some sent outside the school and try to track down where these came from and what exactly they were doing. But aside from that, I don't know.
And if we were going to be doing some investigating, where would you suggest we start our investigation?
You may want to talk to the staff in the medical ward. They would potentially know more about circumstances around the students here. Of course, talk to some of the students that are obviously not in a coma, that had exposure to the masks. Well.
And do you know how long it seems that they're using/wearing the mask before they start having these symptoms? Is it like immediately?
No, I don't believe it was immediate. It was after a number of uses of masks that they started. They started to having an effect on the students. A number of more uses from them student would stop waking up after that.
Okay. I appreciate your help so much, Professor. Is there anything that you need from us?
If you can uncover what's happening with these masks, that would be very appreciated. It's always a somber moment when our students are in danger.
Of course. They're the future.
Yes.
We will we'll do everything that we can think of to figure out what is going on with these maps.
Yes, of course.
Right, Stellaro?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And if I need to contact you about any of these pieces that you've left with me, is there a way I can do that?
We're staying at the. I forgot where we're staying. The blue something.
Yeah, one of the places.
We're staying at insert name here for at least a couple days.
Evergrove Park. I believe that's where you were
staying at Evergrove Park. Or no, you're staying at the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, yeah, didn't we pick the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, were you staying at the Adventurers Guild itself? Or I thought, because there's like an outdoor area near the Adventure that you can like camp out.
I mean, that's fine too, I guess.
That's what I thought you were saying. If you want to stay at the Adventurers Guild,
made it to an inn.
No, you didn't.
No, we never made it.
Oh, and the only person we told that to was the guy with the knife.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter anymore.
No. So if you want to stay at the Adventurers Guild, you can try to do that.
We're not really staying anywhere right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the Adventurers Guild works because there's like a front desk person.
Fair. I mean,
so they can take a message for us.
Places like that would have that though. Like most inns would have that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
We really need some sort of magic spell that can like do this.
I mean, that only works for you, not if someone needs to contact you. They would also need the spell.
Fair.
We need walkie-talkies.
Actually, I don't know.
We need cell phones.
I'm not sure I mentioned.
Do you have cell phones?
No.
Yeah.
There were, at the magic shop, there were what were called magical letters, which was like paper that you could write on and then like fold it into an airplane and it would like go to the person, or at least attempt to go to the person.
Wait, that's so cool. We should have got that.
Maybe you mentioned that, yeah.
I don't remember that. How much were they? We have to go back.
Or like 100 gold.
No, it probably would have been like 5 gold for a pack of 10.
That's not bad.
Could I petition that it could have a function much like the paper in One Piece works? Where like as long as you have like you kind of attune to a piece of paper, and then if you give a piece of that piece of paper to somebody, like it'll point towards you.
I mean, that would be an entirely different thing.
Okay.
This is like you write a letter on the paper and it flies to the person.
That's pretty cool.
Can you rip the paper in half?
No.
Can I reuse the paper? Like, if they write their message in a small spot and then, like, have the next message be written in the next spot?
Or you use, like, red ink instead of black ink?
Yeah.
It's one-time use. You can't rip the paper, otherwise it loses its magical properties.
Wait, what if it gets a little bit torn while it's flying through the sky? Like, if it goes through, like, a tree or something and it gets a little scratched? So would that
rain down?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a little broken, it'll be fine. If it gets rained on, if it gets interrupted in its path, it'll fall to the ground.
Damn. So we can't use it during rainy weather.
Can we laminate it?
No. Because they're not laminators.
You could like polyurethane it, probably.
Yeah, we could protect
Shellac.
it.
Shellac existed back then. That's how the artists finished their paintings.
True.
Shellac.
So you don't have any way to contact you that you know of.
Yeah, we should go back to that place and buy some of those, though, because that would be really cool to have and super useful.
But also I am low on money.
Fair, but it's like...
If we have to pay for an inn.
That's fair. Well, we could just sleep on the ground.
With all my cool shit now?
Go camping in the woods.
Well, again, there's like the park places, which are just kind of like outdoor areas where you can just camp out, and they're cheaper than inns.
Bet, maybe.
The Adventurers Guild, you guys would probably be aware enough that they probably would have rooms, but you would also need to be a part of the Adventurers Guild in order to...
Should we join the
Which
Adventurers
I feel like
Guild?
isn't a bad idea to be a part
Yeah,
of
what's
it.
the benefits of joining the Adventurers Guild?
But you'd have to go to the Adventurers Guild to find out.
Man, alright, fair enough.
Are they unionized?
They're a guild. That
Can
count?
we start a union there?
Do they own the means of production? Are the Adventurers Guild socialists?
I feel like guilds are kind of sort of unions. Like, that's kind of what they are.
I feel like
They're people of a certain job
they're...
going to the guild.
That's fair.
Joining it.
Well, it's usually like a hero that's like retired is running it.
Yeah.
So it's like one of their own, not like some corporate stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd definitely be interested in learning about what the Adventure Guild entails. Ooh.
It is also
You say,
10
as
o'clock.
of
Yeah, and I'm not
Just
gonna lie,
as-
I'm really tired.
I am also tired. Can we tell the old guy, right now we're staying in this field place, but we're going to be looking into the Adventurers Guild. So if you can't find us there, leave a note for us at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, you tell him that.
Fair enough.
And then we go, we're both really tired, so I think we're going to go now. Go to bed.
Shit. Well, we
Okay.
still have to go to the infirmary here
Yeah.
while we're still here.
That's
You
true.
leave his office. We will pick up there next time.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
You want me to sign us off?
Sure.
That's it for this week on Oatmeal and Chaos. Join us next week where maybe we will find a car and rob a 7-Eleven.
Oh my god.
Tune in to find out.
Knowing you guys, that's actually gonna happen.
It could. No.
A dirigible and robbing the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.